Hi everyone, thank you for taking the time to be here. Today I am excited to walk you through my analysis of medical insurance cost, where I used simple Excel tools to uncover what really drives healthcare expenses and how we can use these insights to make smarter decisions. So in this project, I analyzed a dataset over 1,300 people. My goal was to simple to find out which factors like age, weight, smoking habits, or where someone lives have the biggest impact on their medical bills. I used everyday Excel tools like pivot table, averages, and charts to find the answers. So moving to task one, I looked at the basics. I calculated the average age BMI, which is measure of healthy weight and medical charges for everyone. What I found is that the average person is 39 years old, but their BMI places them in the obese category. Because in the according to WHO, the BMI is above 30 or above falls into the obese category. So most importantly, I saw that average cost is around $30,000, but the typical person pays only $9,400. So this means a small number of people have extremely high medical bills that pull the average up for everyone. This was my first clue that we need to find those high cost cases. Moving to next task, that is gender analysis. Here I compared cost and BMI between men and women. What I found is that men have about $1,400 higher medical cost on average, even though their BMI is almost identical to female. So here we get, since the weight is similar, the cost differences isn't about BMI. It must be driven by other factors like lifestyle choices or different health risks. Moving to task 3, that is the smoking impact. This led me to investigate the lifestyle choices, starting with the biggest one, that is smoking. What I found is that the results were staggering. The average cost for a smoker is over $32,000. For a non-smoker, it's just $8,400. So the key insight is that the smoking is by far the number one driver of high medical cost. Smoker cost 3 to 4 times more than non-smokers. This is for most important findings. Moving to task 4, that is dependent analysis. Here I also check if having more children leads to higher cost. But what I found is that it is not simple straight line. Cost actually peak for the people with 2 to 3 children and then go down for those with 4 or more. So it is not just the number of kids, the stage of life. Perhaps being a middle-aged parent is what really influences cost. So we get the correlation function. The correlation value is 0.06799 between the number of children and the medical charges. So this value is very close to 0, indicating an extremely weak or almost non-existent relationship. The scatter plot also showed a random distribution of points, confirming that the beneficiaries with more dependent do not necessarily incur higher medical cost. Overall, the data suggests that the number of children has little or no influence on medical charges. And in the case of scattered plots also show a random distribution of points with no clear upward trend. Medical charges are spread out across all categories of children, meaning people with 0, 1, 2 or more dependents can all have either higher or lower medical costs. This indicates that the number of dependents does not strongly influence medical charges, which matches the correlation value showing almost no relationship. Moving to task 5, that is the geographical insight. I looked at the geography, I compared the 4 US regions. What I found is that one region is clearly stood up, that is the southeast. It has both the highest average BMI and the highest medical cost. So where you live matters. We get from the task 5 we get the key insights that where you live is the matters. The southeast has a compounding problem of higher obesity rates, leading to higher cost for everyone there. So here we get the southeast highest BMI implies highest cost, and northeast or northwest or southwest lowest lower BMI, which implies lower cost. So this pattern strongly suggests that the region differences in BMI directly contribute to regional cost variations. The southeast obesity rates appears to be driving their higher healthcare expenses. So moving to task 6 and task 7. Task 6 and task 7. Okay, here then I dug deeper into the weight issue. That I categorized everyone by BMI and looked at how costs are distributed. What I found, a shocking 81% of the people in the data are overweight or obese. The chart cost shows most people cluster at the lower end with long tail of a very few higher cost cases. So the key insights that the weight is widespread. The key insight is that the weight is widespread healthcare issue in the group, and that long tail of higher cost represents our biggest financial risk. So here we get from the task 6 and 7 that obesity is the most prevalent condition. Obese individuals represent 52.6% of the total population. Overweight individuals add another 28.8%. So combined 81.4% of beneficiaries are either overweight or obese, indicating a significant population health challenges that directly impact healthcare cost. So with over 80% of the insured population above healthy weight ranges, this represents just an insurance cost issue but a broader public health crisis that requires coordinated intervention strategies. So moving to task 8 and 9, connecting the dots. Finally, I connected the dots. I checked how BMI and cost are related and then combined smoking and region. What I found on its own, BMI has a weak link to cost. But when I combined factors, the pictures became clear. A smoker in the southeast has the highest possible cost, over $32,000 for $34,000. So no single factors tells the whole story. It's the combination of risk, like smoking while living in a higher obesity region, that creates the perfect storm for extreme cost. So this is my final dashboard. So to make all these insights easy to see and use, I built an interactive dashboard. So it bring all the charts and finding into one screen. You can filter by gender, region or smoking status to see how cost change in real time. So we get the key insights that this isn't just a report, it's a tool. It allows to make decisions from this data. So we get the key insights like this analysis of medical insurance cost reveals that lifestyle choices and demographic factors are powerful drivers of healthcare expenses. The data provides a clear roadmap for targeted risk management and the strategic intervention. So the top key findings is that the smoking is the number one cost driver. Smoker incur cost 3 to 4 times higher than non-smokers. So this is the single most significant factors affecting medical charges, overshadowing all other variables. Regional disparities are significant. The southeast region is a critical area, showing that the highest average charges and the highest average BMI. This indicates that a regional health crisis that combines lifestyle factors with a higher healthcare cost. BMI is a widespread issue. Over 80% of the beneficiary population is classified as overweight or obese. While the direct correlation with cost is moderate, high BMI act as the compounding risk factors, especially when combined with smoking or specific regions. Cost distribution is highly skewed. This histogram shows a high skewed distribution, meaning most people have a low to moderate cost, but a small number of very high cost cases drive up to the overall averages. Identifying the profiles of these high cost individuals is key to financial overcasting. Family size has a non-linear effect. Medical cost peak of beneficiaries with 2 to 3 children, then drop for those with 4 or more. This suggests that the age and the life stage are intertwined with the number of dependents. Actionable business recommendations are launch targeted wellness programs like prioritizing smoking sessions, initiatives, and weight management programs, especially in the southern regions. Refine risk models. Use these insights to create more accurate insurance premium models that account for the combination of smoking, BMI, and regions. Strategic focus. Concentrate resources on identifying and managing the high risk profile smokers in the southeast with high BMI. So, my conclusion is that by leveraging these data driven insights, healthcare companies can move from blanket policies, targeted strategies, improving both patient outcomes and financial sustainability. So, thank you for your attention.